Hello everyone, Desiree here. So I just got another thrifted bag. This is a Dooney Bourke from Goodwill. Now this bag was $26 and it's not in bad shape actually, but you can see that it does need to be cleaned. There's looks like some dust and dirt there on the front, the bottom. The bottom needs to be cleaned. This is the back. You can see it needs to be wiped down there as well. But all of that is pretty much just surface dirt, so that's going to be really easy to clean up. Looks like there's some more here on the sides. What I did is I just got in. I shook the bag outside, like I pulled out the lining and I, gave it a really good shake because, in the bottom of thrifted purses, there's usually junk or ink stains or whatever. This one looks pretty good, but what was weird is that there was a lot of, it looked like pet hair or something. I don't know if whoever had this purse before me used to carry like a little dog or something in this bag, because there was a lot of pet hair. So what I'm going to do, because other than that it's pretty clean. I mean, I don't see any stains or anything. And I pulled everything out. I pulled out the pocket and I pulled out the inside lining. But I am going to take my lint roller and get off any loose hairs or anything like that. I'm looking at the straps. Now the straps are not in bad shape, but they will need to be conditioned because they do look a little dry. But yeah, for the most part, I think it just needs to be wiped down. Now I'm not sure what style or name this bag is. It looks like an older style. But like I said, it's in really good condition, and I hope you can see, see it on the light, or in the light. But yeah, so I'm just gonna, I probably will take the straps off because I just realized that I can undo these straps and take them off, and that will help me with cleaning up the bag. So I'm going to do that, and then, I'll show you the process of how I do it and how it's coming along. And then we will see, hopefully this will come out really, really good. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do with this bag is I'm going to take this microfiber cloth and I'm going to wipe down the outside of the bag. And I'm just going to use plain water. Now, I know a lot of people say that you can't use water to clean a leather bag, but you actually can. But if you are worried, obviously, test a little spot first to make sure. But I've done this on several handbags and it's never caused an issue. So I'm going to do that right now, and yeah, that'll be the first step. Okay, so while I wait for the bag to kind of dry, I'm going to wipe down the straps, and I'm going to do the same process. And I do have some leather conditioner, but now I don't know if I want to use it because the leather conditioner I have, it makes the leather darker, and I don't know if I want to, if I want to do that, but we'll see. So I'm just kind of dragging this on here, and luckily this bag was not too dirty. Like I said, just the inside had a lot of pet hair and stuff like that. Okay, and this is what the rag is looking like. It's It does have some dirt on it, but you know, it's not too bad. Okay, so now I'm going to kind of let these dry out, and then on to the next step. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out the lining again, and this time I'm going to take my lint roller to it and get off all the pet hair. Well, I got most of it off when I was shaking it out, but I just want to make sure, because I think I'm going to use this bag next, and I don't want any I don't want any pet hair or anything like that on it. So I'm just going to do this really quick, and I'll speed through this, and then we'll be back. Okay, so I did the best I could as far as lint rolling the lining. So I'm going to stuff that back in. And then I'm going to concentrate on the side pockets. So this is a pretty roomy bag, but it also has side pocket, like a zipper pocket here, and then another one down there. Now when I looked in these earlier, they didn't look too bad. Yeah, they're pretty clean. I mean, I do see a little bit of stuff that I can probably just shake out. So I'm going to do that really quick, and I'm going to do this over my sink. So I'll be right back when that part's done. Okay, so this pocket ended up having something really gross and dirty here in the corners, so I had to actually wash this one. Like, I pulled it out and I stuck it under the faucet and did the best I could to get whatever grossness was, you know, on the corner. So I pulled this out to let it dry, and that's going to take a little while. So and then I also got the strap wet, and I don't know if you can see, there is some water stains on there. But I'm not too worried about that because, like I said, I do have a leather conditioner that actually darkens leather. So if these water stains don't dry, I will just use my conditioner and darken all of the, you know, leather. But I'm hoping that will dry because I really like the color of this, but you know, it's not a big deal. So I'm going to have to let this dry before I move on to the next step, because what I wanted to do was kind of condition this, but I don't know if it if it needs it now that I've cleaned it. It looks really, really good. I'm just kind of checking to see. It might not need it, so, you know, I'll know better once it's fully dried. But okay, I'm going to let this dry, and then I will check back in. Okay, so it's been a little while, and this is not fully dry, but I just came to check on the leather strap, and I don't know if you can see, but yes, it looks like the water has dried on there, so it doesn't look like it's going to leave any water stains, which I'm really happy about that. But I did want to kind of focus on a different part of the bag while we're still letting that dry. You can see here there's like some type of a mark here. I don't know what that is. And then on this side, you may not be able to see it, but there is a pen mark right here. So I was going to try and work on that and see if I can get that out. I think it's showing on the camera. But what I'm going to use for that is, I just got this Amadex ink and stain remover. So I'm going to try this and see how it works. Hopefully it works. And I see my battery is about to die out, so let me switch it out and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. Now it says on the bottle to just apply a small amount and then put a paper towel on here, and basically you kind of blot it until the ink spot is removed. So I'm going to use a Q-tip just because I don't know how much is too much with this stuff because I've never used it. So I'm just kind of dabbing it on here. Oops, I just realized you can't really see. Couldn't really see what I was doing. Okay, but let's... Now it says you're supposed to kind of just dab it until the ink comes off. But I don't see it taking any of the ink off, to be honest. It looks like some of the color may be coming off. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to try a little bit more. But it did lighten it up a little bit, so you know, it did kind of take it off, but I can still see it. Alright, it didn't really remove it at all. Okay, so like I said, it did kind of lighten the ink spot just a tiny bit, but it did not remove it. And it looks like it's picking up some of the color from the leather, and I don't want that. Okay, let me use my microfiber cloth and see if that does anything. And it's not. So let's hope I didn't ruin the bag. I mean, I don't think I did, but I'm disappointed that the ink didn't come off. But it's okay. I mean, if that doesn't come off, I think I can live with it. I don't know if you can see, but now there's a wet spot, so I'm going to let it dry. And then we'll see how it does. So I will check back in a bit. Okay, everyone. So it is actually a few days later because I just got busy and couldn't finish doing everything that I wanted to do with the bag. So it's pretty much all cleaned now. I think it looks pretty good. Now, this bag was not in perfect condition when I got it. You can see it has a little bit of a ding here. And there's some scratches on the bag. And honestly, that really doesn't bother me because, you know, I bought the bag for $25, you know, so I think that's, considering it's a pre-loved bag, you know, I'm totally okay with that. And not only that, but it kind of makes it easier for me to use because, you know, then I'm not so worried about messing it up. But the inside is really clean. I did the best I could to clean that. And, you know, I pulled out the lining and I really washed it really, really good. Oh, I did put these, what are these called? Silica packs. You know, to kind of help with the scent because it had kind of a perfumey smell. So I put those in there. But yeah, overall, I'm really happy with how, you know, how the bag came out. I put the straps back on. I did treat it a little bit with some, I have some leather honey because it did feel a little bit dry. I don't know if it really did much to, you know, improve the look of the bag. But at least now I know it's clean inside and out. And then this is what the bottom looks like. You know, it's in really good condition. You know, good pre-loved condition. And I'm probably going to move into this bag later today. And I'll start using it. But I do like the size. It's very roomy. You know, I'm a big purse girl. I like big purses because I tend to carry a lot of stuff. And I know some people don't like big purses, but I do because I have, you know, a full-size wallet. And I always carry a lot of stuff, wipes and, you know, stuff for my son. And, you know, so I just prefer the big bags. And this one has lots of space, especially because it's got the 2 pockets here. I'm really, really excited about that. And then you have the big middle section. So I just wanted to show you the final outcome of the bag. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below. And I think that's going to be it. So, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, as far as the straps, all I did was wipe them down. I just wiped them down with a damp cloth. Like I just, you know, took the cloth and I did that. Because they weren't really that dirty. Whoever had this bag, I think, you know, I don't think this was probably like an everyday bag because I don't, well, maybe it was, but it doesn't seem like it has that kind of wear. But I think the person who had this carried like their little dog or something in it. And I think that's where some of these little nicks and scratches were. Because it looks like, you know, maybe some claws got to the bag. But the handles are in really good condition. So, okay. Oh, and this is the Miller, I think it's called the Miller Shopper Tote. If that's not the correct name, I will put it on the screen. What is the correct name? This bag was sold on QVC about 3 years ago, and it sold for $379. So, like I said, I'm really happy to get it for $25 from Goodwill. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching. I will definitely catch you in the next video. Bye.